Okay, we have run into a small problem. About a 5-foot problem, to be exact. What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean & Green Lawn Service in cool, overcast South Georgia. Hey, hope y'all having a great day. That is the weather report as of 8:06 this morning. Actually, I think we're supposed to get some pretty bad wind or something here. Somebody put a post out on Facebook about wind gusts. I think it was today. Anyway, if it is, that could be bad because the power company's supposed to come today and run power. Got a busy day and not doing anything but spending money, but got a busy day. Well, the power's already paid for, and look, let me go ahead and say this. I say what I say in my videos to give you real life experience, okay? You know, if some people buy a lot of new equipment, or they build a shop, or they do this or that, you know, I watch some of these videos and people get on there in the comments, hey man, you bragging and you're arrogant and, you know, all this kind of stuff. Okay, I mean, now nobody's done that on my videos, but I'm just sharing a journey with you. It's gonna be for some people, and for some people it's not gonna be for you, okay? So you just go, every time I turn it on, he's buying something. Yeah, right now I am. I mean, that'd be an honest statement, so a true statement. But I'm doing a lot of buying right now because I'm in the season where I got time to do work for myself. I couldn't spend money like this year round. So anyway, I'm going up here and get the tires put on, and I got to go by the bank to talk to them about some money. So I may or may not tell y'all about that. Who knows? Anyway, yep, that's what we got going on today. So hopefully the power company will get to come out. I understand that the wind gusts get up, they'll have to push it back a day, I'm sure. I wouldn't want to be up in no bucket when you got 30-40 mile an hour wind gusts. I wouldn't even want nobody to be up in a bucket when it's like that. So anyway, we'll see what happens there, and get back to the house once we get these tires put on, and I go by the bank and see what we get into. So stay tuned. All right, so just a minute ago, down the main road that you use to get out into the country, to get into the area I live in, I just passed like 2 bucket trucks, a truck pulling 2 poles on a trailer, which is what I need, is 2 poles. And I think another little utility truck or something. So maybe they're headed out there now. I don't know. I mean, I don't really need to be there. I was just gonna get y'all some footage of it, but I'm already headed up here to get the tires done. And the thing I figured out about the tire shop, generally speaking, if you get there early in the morning before it gets flooded, you can go ahead and get them put on, because I usually wait on it. I mean, I could have had somebody come up here and pick me up, but I didn't. So anyway, it is what it is. So I'm gonna go up here and try to get this done. And I don't suspect running the power, putting 2 poles down and the guide wires and all of that, I don't suspect that that stuff will take them a whole lot of time. But you know, I don't really know. So a lot of times when you got large groups like that, you know, you got 6 or 8 people, but you don't ever have no more than a couple working, you know. And not necessarily because people are lazy. Sometimes it's just like, if you know, you got a guy in the bucket and a couple of guys on the ground doing something, and can't anything else be done right then. So who knows? Anyway, check back with y'all. I better do this real quick before they get muddy going down the road. There's the new shoes, man. There's the new shoes. So, you know, they just like all terrains. Not super. I didn't want rumbling mud tires on here. And I also didn't want to pay some of the tires, like the Nitro Grapplers or whatever they are. Some of the things that are like popular that people put on, man, like a set of them was like, I don't know, probably $1,800 or $2,000 for 4 of them put on. And I was like, man, not me, not me. Oh yeah, they down there making it happen. So let me get out the truck, walk down there and see what they got going on. Check that with y'all. Okay, we have run into a small problem. About a 5-foot problem, to be exact. So the issue is, I moved the power pole. That power pole it was on my property. It had a meter hooked to it. And I guess it was grandfathered in. So the stack on it is only 5 feet tall, being the distance between the meter box and the weatherhead. That is no longer acceptable. Now I need a 10-foot on it. And the reason for that change is because now they run fiber cable and all of that. If your power's overhead, they run the internet overhead, and so it needs to be high enough. Yada, yada, yada. So, yeah. So anyway, we got power run back to the shop area, but they can't hook it up until I get 10 foot from the meter box to the weatherhead. So who knows what that'll cost. But anyway, I think I'm gonna run up here. I was trying to, oh yeah, make sure my camera's working. It went black. So I'm gonna run up here and see about getting the stuff. I mean, it's not hard to do. It's just running 3 cables. And he told me since it's a power pole and their service cable is tied off to an anchor on the top of the pole, that I can actually use the electrical, the gray PVC. And he said that'll probably be a lot cheaper than that metal pipe. So anyway, I know the wiring's probably what's going to be expensive. That wiring, man, ain't no joke. You have to buy that stuff by the foot. The 3 wires, I think you can get them together. I think they're $8 to $10 a foot. And of course, I probably need, you know, 13, 14 feet. I got to have enough to go up to 10-foot stack. I got to have enough to run down in and hook where the meter base mounts. And I got to have enough coming out of the weatherhead for the power company to hook to. So definitely need, I'd say, a minimum of 18 inches on each end. So that's another 3 foot. That's 11 foot. Probably go ahead and do about 12 foot just to make sure. So anyway, it is what it is. Do what you got to do. So I'm gonna go up here and see what I can get. All right, that was a lot less hurtful than I thought it was going to be. I got a weatherhead, a male adapter, a 10-foot piece of electrical gray PVC, and 15 feet of wire, 4-aught, 3 strands of it, 45 feet of wire really, and it was less than $100. I thought the wire would be over $100. he did tell me, he said, man, I'm surprised they letting you use the PVC instead of the galvanized. And I said, they the ones hooking it up, man. But yeah, it was a lot cheaper than I thought, which the one piece of galvanized would have been $80-something by itself, whereas the PVC was like 20. I also found out something else while I was there. I don't have a contractor account there. I was gonna get one and I never did, but I think they must still give me the contractor price or something. I mean, I go in there a lot, but the PVC pipe with my contractor price at one place was gonna be 48 cents a foot, which meant I was gonna have, I think the quote they gave me is in the truck here somewhere, it was $350-something for 700 feet of pipe. So that's the 48 cents a foot, and you know, the tax and all on it. This guy just told me, I think he said theirs was 30, 36 or 38. So I'm gonna get my trailer probably tomorrow, and I'm gonna come up here and buy it from them. I mean, you know, that's gonna save me it's gonna save me 10 cents a foot thereabout on 700 feet. So like that's a big difference. That'll pay for my glue and all that. Also, they have some 12-2 underground electrical. I'm gonna get a 250-foot roll of that, and it's a lot cheaper than I thought it'd be. I think he said like $135. So I'm gonna use what I save off the PVC to go ahead and buy the electrical, or at least pay for about half of it. And that way, when I run the water line up to the goat pen, I can run electrical with it and put me an outlet up there. And I don't have to have all them extension cords everywhere. Y'all wanna know why I put such a big mailbox up? Let me show you. Look at that, man. We always, for the business, I'm always ordering stuff. Of course, my wife ordering stuff. Ooh, boy, that's good right there. That's a check, man. That's a check. In the world's that? IRS. Man, we don't want that. So, that's probably, they always send me something. I gotta, my payroll people file all my stuff for me, but sometimes the IRS acts like they don't get it, and then they say, oh, we're gonna penalize you, and then I'll call the payroll people. They say that stuff's already been submitted, and then I never hear any more from them. So hadn't worried about it too much. Anyway, that big mailbox, look at that. It's a huge help, man. So all right, let me go down here and show you what we got on the power. All right, here we go. There's pole number 1. Runs over to my neighbor's house. There's my chainsaw sitting on the ground. They took it off the post, I guess, so they wouldn't knock it off, or either they knocked it off. Anyway, I was going to show y'all down here real quick, in case you didn't understand what I was saying about the stack. And of course, this right here is the pole at my shop. All right, and so there's the issue. You see where the meter goes? That stack above it's got to be at least 8 to 10 foot to hook up. They want it to hook up towards the top of the pole. So, so I got the stuff to do that, and you know, we're gonna get it done. And I really need to get some more of that wire that I got, because I want to get a piece of that PVC and drop out the bottom and go over there and put me a panel box inside there, probably to run all my, because I don't want to run everything from out here. I figure I'll put me a sub panel box in here and then run everything off a bit, all my lights and my outlets and stuff. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. So anyway, let me get this stuff unloaded, and dropped off down here and then let Z-Man's dad know that I got everything, so hopefully he can come this evening. Oh, and by the way, I got a call today about a renovation project that I got to go look at. You may remember this from a year or so ago. A lady wanted to get her washer and dryer out of the laundry room, which is outside under the carport, and get it into the house. And I talked her out of doing it, really, but she's back wanting it done now. So I told her I'd come by probably this Thursday and take a look at it, but I do have the time to do it now, you know, if she wants it done. But I'm a little bit concerned about having to move that drain pipe under the concrete, you know. And I told her, I said, hey, and we'll talk more about this later, this is kind of an overview, but I told her, I said, you know, I'll give you a price on the construction part of it, and I'll do the construction, the wood, the sheetrock, trim, doors, that kind of stuff. I said, but you know, you're gonna have to pay a plumber and an electrician to move all this other stuff. I just don't want to get into that, because, you know, if it was my own, I'd do it, but you do somebody else's house and the plumbing doesn't work out and it backs up and floods the house, or something happens with the electrical, you know, I'm just not going to be responsible for that. My insurance won't cover that. So, because I got my general liability, really it won't cover the construction part either, but I'm not worried about framing up a wall and hanging sheetrock on it, you know. Mine is for outdoor lawn, landscape, any kind of tree trimming under 20 feet or something like that. You know, it's very specific. It is not for construction. Construction liability insurance is very expensive. I looked into it, and for no more of it than I do, I said, you know what? It's best for me just not to do projects that, you know, had the potential to cost me money. So anyway, we're gonna take a look at that. I just got back. I had to run back to the bank. I forgot something, another bank. I forgot to deposit some checks while I was in town, so I went to the small branch here, close to my house, and had to get some diesel for the tractor. So I'm gonna tell you what, now that little tractor, the first year I had it, I burned like a tank of diesel, which is like 7 or 8 gallons, and now I'm burning, you know, probably 5 gallons a week in it. It's a big difference when you run it a lot, and especially when you're pushing with it, when you're really working it. It runs a lot more than just, you know, running it around doing grading and stuff like that. So anyway, I think it's 2:30 now. I think I've done about all I'm gonna do for today. So just a bunch of running around. So I figured I would just go ahead and close out the video here. If I get into anything else, I'll just do another video or something. So not sure what I'm gonna do. The weather doesn't look great, and it's supposed to be worse tomorrow. So I don't know, we'll see. Hey, anyway, appreciate you tuning in, and my prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you, and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him. Hope you have a great day.